test quickly to see if it's working on Twitch. Twitch Let's just do the tweet so we're online. Oh wait, I'll switch it to Big Me. Hello gamers. You shouldn't be able to hear my desktop audio, so donk over at donk tweet. There we go. We've done the tweet. And then we want to... Okay, let's see if it's going to work before I mute myself and hear myself. We're trying a different setup today and seeing if it works. So let's try Ka-chow. We're playing the Forgotten City today. Let's just see if this will... Sounds like it works. To me. If there's any problems with it working? With levels or anything, let me know. I might turn the game down a little bit. There we go. Right, I'm gonna mute it now so I can only hear myself. Cool. Right. So this is the Forgotten City. I'm gonna put the background on because I'm slightly blind. So it looks fine. Weapon. So yeah, this is the Forgotten City. If I know almost nothing about this game, other than that it's a time travel loop game set in ancient Rome. I've been trying to avoid sort of spoilers and stuff about it because, yeah, I've heard it's really good, and a lot of content creators mentioned it on their sort of Game of the Year lists, which means I, of course, want to see what it's all about. So, yeah, if you want to avoid, as we can sort of see in the corner, if you don't want to have the game spoiled and want to play it for yourself, I guess don't watch or piss off beyond the white hallway. We'll try and remember that. Where am I best for this? Am I best in the corner? Let's try up here and see how it works. So yeah, when I streamed Firewatch, I was the way I was doing it was directly capturing the video, in Streamlabs. And what I'm doing this time is I've got OBS open in a separate stream, and I've got OBS full screened with the video from it, and then it's capturing the audio separately. My desktop audio is muted, so it should all be fine. Also, I'm slightly annoyed that the VOD for the Firewatch stream, the end is muted because of the end credits song. So yeah, I know nothing about this game other than that it's a time travel game, a time loop game with, what's the word? Ancient Rome. And we're doing some archaeology. And it was originally a Skyrim mod. Present day. I used to know a lot about ancient Rome. I really don't anymore. Hello.
Hey, you're alive.
I am.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
We get to name ourselves. Is this a woman? Hey. At what point will it start autofilling in Ether once we've typed it for every single game?
It's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river?
No.
What's the last thing you remember?
Okay, so this is character creation. I don't know how big a role combat's gonna play in this game. We have a gun? A gun seems powerful. But also knowing about Rome feels most useful.
You're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but
really
there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped, or injured, or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him.
I do.
So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him?
Yeah, let's go find out.
I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat.
I love the janky, the sort of really janky
of course.
lip.
Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy.
Lip syncing. That's the word, lip syncing.
What do you want to know?
If I say what's your story, is she gonna do the D&D, the thing that sort of some people who play D&D do and go like,
oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean? Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Sus.
All right, fine.
Oh, it's because she's Karen.
Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen. Yeah, something like that. But
that's a
right
fun
now,
little joke.
I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
Yeah, we're gonna go find Al now. We should probably know
He's
who
the
Al
guy
is.
who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did.
He's just another dude.
I thought maybe you two knew each other.
A dude.
I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure.
What is this
once you
weird
find him,
bit of
that is.
river? Okay.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
Yeah, I want to go look
Thank
for
you.
Al.
The entrance is just past those
She
columns
feels
behind
sus.
you. Please, hurry.
I don't know if we trust Karen.
And he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
I don't know if I trust Karen. I think she's doing something dodgy. Torch. Definitely a torch. Okay. So, it's a pretty looking game, isn't it, for a little indie? Clues for Al's whereabouts. LT is the sprint button. Is there not a jump button? I want to jump. Oh, B is the jump button. I forget that if this is going off Skyrim controls, and it's probably got slightly weird. Is that to lower your flashlight?
If you're reading this, It means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground.
Oh?
Its existence.
Ah, beans. Is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost except of the Latin inscription here. It reads...
Is long forgotten.
Oh.
All knowledge of
He
it
just
lost.
won't do it underwater.
Except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal..."
Oh. So that's...
life in
I've got
paradise.
1 denarii.
The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain. For this shall be their final resting place.
So these are wicked people.
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side.
Is
Consider
one of
this
these going to be
an
Al?
invitation or a warning? Al Worth.
Are you Al? You're a big boy. This is a lot of gold. It's a fucking lot of gold. If we can get this out of here, we can completely crash the economy for gold. Completely ruin the price of any gold in the world. I think this is my new quest. Sad woman. We can completely... This is... Yeah, okay. This is what we are. We're an archaeologist who's looking for gold, not for any form of personal wealth, but just to crash the value of gold. Okay, so there's a lot of golden people. It's a random collection of people, isn't it? None of them sort of seem exactly like they know what they're doing. Or like they were doing the sort of same thing. They seem more like they've been put here than like we're in sort of a Pompeii Vesuvius situation. Bonk. I like that there's no door open button and everywhere has saloon doors. Classic Roman saloon doors. So much gold. Ooh. It is very sort of... It's so... I imagine it's meant to be sort of Pompeii-esque. These sort of... They... We can bonk them. This changes everything. Boom, 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 boom. Sprint along a little. This kind of reminds me of those underground bits of Dark Souls. One of the Dark Souls 2 DLCs. Oh, game had a minute there. Can we push her off the bridge? No, there's an invisible wall there by the looks of it. That's such a shame. I wanted to smash. I wanted to see what happened. Never mind then, I guess. Dum, 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 dum. So, is there a way we can ungold them? Oh, that's a hanging person. Is this Al? You're wearing modern clothes. That's probably Al, isn't it? Scrap stone tablet. Where's the stone tablet? Oh, there.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back.
No way
Here,
home.
there are only two options. Death That godforsaken doorway into the past.
Yes.
I made the mistake of stepping through it.
Doorway.
I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really
Let's
tried.
set things right. Al was a dipshit.
Whatever
We're
I
gonna do
did,
better.
it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all
We
now.
bring one with us.
Find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
No, Al, I'm not unaliving myself. I assume we have to say that for YouTube reasons. I don't want to get in trouble. My channel's only existed for like a week. It's pretty though, isn't it? Is there an option to do what Al says and not go in? Statue. 1 second. Let's go. Ooh. That's very Doctor Who-y, this sort of time worm. Ooh. Oh, photo mode. We can just look at some pretty pictures as well, everyone. Oh, I thought we were trying to make some apples. Or pomegranates. They're probably pomegranates, aren't they? So I've heard about this guy. This is the only thing I've heard about this game. That this guy you can send to do tasks for you.
Friend. I'm
Salve.
Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too.
He's speaking
although your
very-
accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what
he
you
sounds
did
like
there,
fucking,
changing the subject like that. Nice
Hemsworth.
try, but
Josh
I'll ask again.
No, Liam.
Who
Hemsworth.
are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
I'm Aoife, and I got lost.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in
I
any other
love
sacred
the
places you're
janky
not supposed to
faces.
be.
Those janky
Can't
faces
have you
are very fun.
disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But
No.
listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one.
Wow.
So let
Hilarious.
me make this nice and simple
Nice and
for you.
simple.
Live by our law here, and we'll all get
What does
along
his
just
eyes do?
fine. Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's
I don't
kind
like
of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him.
Let's go
so
meet
I guess
the
I'll let him fill you in.
magistrate.
So then, you coming? Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down
Oh,
here.
that's
But
a cool thing.
As you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how,
23.
since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Can we say hello to her?
Aren't you going to introduce me to your pretty new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking her to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore
Oi,
won't
oi.
be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her,
Oh.
if I were you. She's, it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Oh, I thought she was a gold statue.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know...
Niquid.
know
I don't
that.
speak Latin. I wonder if knowing
Up here on
Latin
your
would
right
help
is
with
the
this, or would it
chasm.
translate
If
it.
you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the
That's where
forum,
we can get the
where you can visit the
bottoms.
market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius.
I like
was just
us-
taking our new friend here to see
Horatius,
the
the
magistrate.
Well, he's
northern.
asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The
To the farm.
Go, now.
I'm from
You better go with
Yorkshire.
him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy.
This seems like a paradise, doesn't it?
Greetings,
oi.
citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate
Stop
Sentius
right
asked me
there.
to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please. Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the golden rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9.
Oi,
Didn't know
oi.
whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10
Ugh,
would
this
die.
place has
for
become a
crimes of the clique.
thoroughfare.
We call it decimation.
That was a bit.
Seems like rough justice to you. You're in for a rude shock. Because the golden rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
So, are we in? Is there a legion, or is he like the only legionnaire? Hello, Kaiser, Caesar,
We're
Kaiser,
finally
Caesar.
alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I
No.
know your name?
I mean, I know your magistrate Sentius. Hi,
A
I'm Eva.
curious name. To match a curious
Oi,
accent.
oi.
But I digress.
I wonder what
I
my
see you have the piercing and
Latin.
astute eyes of Athena.
what?
You must be a woman of great learning.
Okay, I don't want to
We're always happy to
start
welcome
picking at this
another
game
scholar
already,
to
and
our
maybe this is on
community.
purpose, but
Equitia will be delighted
Athena's
to meet you, I'm
Greek.
sure. Now,
She was
you're probably
called
wondering why I summoned you,
something
and I'll
else.
get to that. But first,
Fuck, what was she called in
take
Roman?
a look at this wondrous place, would you?
Fuck.
A secret city.
Oh, what was
built
Athena
deep
called?
in the mountains, many hundreds of years
Minerva.
ago.
It's beautiful.
More importantly, consider the miraculous
7 months.
community
That's
we've
pretty
built
quick.
here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the
And a lot of
fates, living
golden-
and working together
Golden
in our own
balls.
little
Golden boys and golden
paradise.
girls and golden
And in
numbers.
all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft,
Was
nothing.
sin particularly a
Have you ever witnessed
concept in
something so extraordinary
that
as a city
in sort of
without sin?
Mediterranean religion before
Nor could I until
sort
I
of
came
the
here.
Christianization
But the
of
reason
Rome?
for this miracle
was
is
it a
as
thing?
simple
I don't
as
know.
it is
I guess we're not
terrifying.
actually in real
If
Rome.
even one person commits a sin here,
Fuck
every
yeah.
last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather,
Great.
breaking
Sounds
the law
incredible.
here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses
Okay,
of Medusa
so
and Midas combined, turning
are
us
the-
all to gold.
Are all the gold statues like
We've
the
come to
groups
call
of
it
people who were here before?
The golden rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time
So
in
I
the
guess
sun
we need to work out what a
is
sin is in this world.
And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you
I'm
and
assuming
I can
Proserpina's
stop
a
them,
made-up
our doom
goddess.
is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Yeah, what counts as a
An
sin
intelligent
here?
question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and
So if I
certainly no
if I
murder.
steal anything,
But
does
beyond that,
everyone
it was
instantly
more
die?
difficult to reach a consensus.
I've already lied, so we
Lying,
can assume that
insulting
lying
someone,
isn't
blasphemy,
wrong.
trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide.
Unaliving.
As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision.
Wait,
We must
so
uphold the laws of the
have
Empire
these people just
to
been
a
sort of
standard
yanked
never
from
before
Rome?
seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper,
Oh,
as Rome has
the
for
Greek versions
centuries.
who are party animals win. Oi, oi. I'm enjoying this.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The
Back from
Empire
where
is the
I'm
most
from.
civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light.
You have
in the
slaves,
darkness.
fucko.
For 800 years, she has borne great statesmen,
Bread and circuses,
philosophers,
not a way to
poets,
run a
artists,
civilization.
and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless
Never came
warring
over to me in
tribes all across
Hibernia.
the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food
I
rations.
mean-
And when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate.
But also,
Our
like,
laws forbid
nah.
treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on.
I'm enjoying the sort
No
of
other
Fallout New Vegas
civilization in
vibes
the
of
world is
this.
so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric.
Yeah. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you, dude. You give me less rights than you have.
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers
What do
and
you
husbands.
mean? Isn't... Well, we say that, but to be honest, a lot of people... Oh,
Of course, what else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
yeah, but...
Well, right now, you're a long,
Slavery's
long
fine
way
here.
from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous
So surely
lies in the
blasphemy
shadows.
and...
I will
if
be
that's the
keeping a
case,
close eye on them,
then
if
they're
I
not
may.
breaking the golden rule.
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore?
Yeah.
What's needed here
It's
is
called
a
my
fresh pair of
dissertation.
eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better. What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people? I'm glad you think so. Without trust,
I mean, I have
without
no
each
reason
other, we
not to
won't be
suspect
able
you
to
with other
prevent
other
what is
people.
about to happen. Good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's
I
about
guess
to
so.
break the
I guess-
golden rule?
No, we've got nothing else, no other plans.
Wonderful.
I'm in, baby.
Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to
Okay.
enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course,
Fuck
you're asked
yeah.
to leave. Figure out
So
who
we're,
the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name,
How am
come
I
back and
dressed
tell
like
me
I'm a
immediately.
Roman, or am I dressed in
Oh,
modern
and
day
one
clothes?
last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum.
Let's go see our
I
good.
heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's
Oh.
not right.
Right. Do I get a map? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay. That's how to get home. That's gonna be our last thing we do. Let's go find everyone. So I think, yeah, let's go find Lucretia. And that's all I've got. Is there any shit I can take? It's quite a nice building, isn't it? Okay, so running is not a crime. Should
Oh,
we say hi
don't mind
to-
me. I just live here.
Oi oi.
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you
Phew.
want? Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped, and
So is she
figure I
his
must know a way out too.
daughter?
Is that it? Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you
Scintilla.
mouth breathers would just leave me alone. I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no
Could have
exits
pissed
and no
off.
crime? Was she snatched away by the
She
harpies?
could have unalived herself. She's Sentia. Sentia.
That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its
Is she
paddock.
Sentia then?
He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her. So he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done. You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like
I didn't know
cattle to
that.
be sold at market.
We're gonna
His
learn some
family
history.
name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest. And my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she is affectionately known as Scintilla. It was 3 weeks ago.
Oh, has
We
she run
ate
off
our
with
evening
someone?
meal together, and I remember she seemed happy, in love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it. I think so, yes.
Okay,
She
so
was
we
very
need to work
careful
out
about keeping his
who
identity a
she
secret,
was seeing.
Even from me.
Let's see. I mean, I can work that out.
I don't know. But it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience.
Maybe.
All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here.
Maybe
in
it
the
was
city.
Gallius then.
So you'll help me find her?
I'll do it.
Thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by
Okay.
the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed. Thanks. I'd appreciate it.
She changed the tune anyway. Will I get her name if I ask
I'm
what's the story?
Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why
Oh, so
are
I
you
am-
dressed like that?
I am wearing modern clothes
Really?
still.
I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate
They're all
attire, and
fucking kind-
impressive mastery of our
God, they're all a bit
customs.
xenophobic,
Now,
aren't they?
remind me, why are we having this conversation?
Because you have nothing else to be doing with your
Alright,
life.
another time.
Okay. Front door. Are we sure this isn't... Oh? We're not looking up any more statues. I realised that. So is this her room? Ooh. So an ink jar and a quill. Brass mirror? A perfume vial. Cosmetic jars. What else? Chest. We're not stealing the denarius because I imagine that will fuck shit up. None of those scrolls are helpful. Quill. Is that everything? I haven't seen anything particularly. I haven't seen anything that could help us really. It's all quite bare bones. This is Sentia's room then.
That's my room. Leave before I call Horatius.
Okay, she'll yell at me if I'm in there. Let's not go in there, Okay, let's head up to the forum and see what we find. Why are you at the front door?
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news
Have I returned?
about your investigation? Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Wait, have I gone the complete wrong way? No, I haven't. Oh, he just stands at the front now.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
I have a feeling he's
Well,
the
now-
one who was sleeping with the sister.
What business is that of yours? A lot of people have been looking for her.
He looks
But
familiar.
It's been 3 weeks. And
I
we've
can't tell you
found
who he
nothing.
looks like, but
What makes you think you can do better? I suppose that's true.
do we want to try? Do we want to try bluffing?
Scintilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman.
Okay.
I admit.
I mean, to be
her
honest,
disappearance really caught me off guard.
he could have
If
been
anyone knows something, I'd expect it to be Sentia Malleolus, Claudia,
Malleolus,
or
Claudia,
Domitius.
Claude,
But none of them will
Malleolus,
tell me anything.
Claudia,
You might feel
Demetrius.
better though, I suppose. If you're accusing
We
me
don't have any
of a
evidence
crime,
yet.
you better have something to back it up. You're grasping at straws and it's not going to work. We're done.
Yeah, figured it was worth trying. To do some detective work. Is that not obvious? Oi oi.
What were you two talking about? Don't play dumb. I saw you.
When you
Having a shady little chat with old man
roll
Sentius up on his
yourself on his
balcony. If
balcony.
he's making a last-ditch effort to pick up votes by talking to
A woman.
he's even more senile than I thought. Everyone knows women can't vote.
What a lovely man. Sentius and Malorius, same excrement, different smell. Ooh, political graffiti, I assume that is. Okay, so we can't get in there. Can we snuck in the side? Okay, I don't want to die this early. We should probably get through at least one loop or whatever it is. I don't know when the loop ends. I don't know how long we've got. Until... Oi oi! Oh. Cabbage. Ooh. An anonymous friend to Octavia, may the Lord bless and keep you. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I'm right, then you're a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you. Deep in the caves behind the theatre, turn right at the first fork and again at the second. So was that saved in my inventory? No. So in the cave behind the theatre... Cave behind the theatre, left... I'm guessing she's Christian then? Hello? Were they upstairs? I think I saw some upstairs. Or there's no one home is also possible. Minerva. Here's Athena. See, they call her Minerva here, so is what's his fuck? The guy is the guy in charge, the legate, not the legate. Legate is military. Is the guy in charge, oh hello.
Isn't
Fear
the great
is
temple
proof of a
majestic?
degenerate mind.
A new face.
Ave.
And may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this
Equitia.
visit?
What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose
No,
it's quite
no, but I
charming
got
in
given.
its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?" The proper approach would be to arrange an
Oh, Jesus
introduction
Christ.
for a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then
I don't like
you
her
would find a way
already.
to satisfy your curiosity, rather more indirectly.
I'm not
But to
a
be
big
honest,
fan of
I've
the.
often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you
My way.
like. It'll be a refreshing change. You really don't know? You are
No,
from far
I already
away,
don't.
aren't you? Well, I am one of the
Oh,
priestesses
Vesta.
charged with keeping the sacred
think.
flame in Rome's shrine of Vesta.
Is she
burning.
the
I
Roman
take
version
it
of
you know
Hestia?
who Vesta is? Vesta is
Yeah,
the mother
it's Hestia.
goddess of hearth and home,
I think.
and the guardian of the Roman people. Put simply, I tend to the temples, ensure their sanctity is preserved.
I've just remembered I have to go and do something.
Why? So that we continue to honor our gods, invite their blessings, and not bring their wrath down upon us, of
Wrath?
course. It's vital that we keep them appeased and remain in their good graces.
I only woke up a couple of hours ago.
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here? Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you. Older. I see. I wonder if...
I wonder if all these
No.
people are actually modern.
I apologize. I don't mean
So,
to be cryptic.
either these people
It's
are all
just that
Roman,
you've got me thinking.
actually
Have
Roman,
you spoken with any of the others
or
about how they arrived here
they're
too?
all modern people
I
who've
really
also.
think you should. Go around and ask
Right.
them what they remember and see if you notice
Is
any
Karen?
patterns. Good. Thank you.
I think she's
But please be careful.
she's trying. I think
I
she's
just
trying to avoid.
Don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair.
Oh wait, she's the insane
She was
one.
always so chatty.
Not
always
insane, but
seeking out newcomers.
that's
and
probably the
asking
wrong
them
word
where
to
they were
use.
from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working, and became despondent.
I think we should go have a chat to
Started
Livia.
muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare.
She sounds
called us
useful.
bloodless shadows and told us we were ignorant of some
Are we all
pattern.
dead?
Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden
I need just a
rule was
list
too
on the
much for
top
her.
right of the screen, which is where all my weird
There's a
theories
small
about the game
chance
are.
that she learned something, saw a pattern
I think
nobody
she
else
sounds
saw,
the emoji.
and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you? Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth
At least
through this
3
labyrinth,
common
and come back to me
threads.
if you discover any patterns. Come back to me once you've acquainted
Okay.
yourself with the rest of our
I'll get right
neighbours.
on it. Puts the quest up to the top. Okay.
I have nothing to say.
Oh
to you.
yeah, I've pissed off Horatius, haven't I?
Keeping an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Centilla, Navia, or Kabash?
No sign of any of them,
Navia
I'm afraid.
or
Oh,
Kabash.
we do have a newcomer. Strangely dressed woman. Pretty though.
Or
Funny accent too.
A traveller
Thanks.
from a faraway land, then?
Seems that way.
Then let's make sure she feels welcome, shall we?
Of course, priestess.
they just have that conversation, even though I'm They must know I'm just around the corner. It's such a massive place for like 20 something people to live. Feels excessive. Oi oi?
Name's Rufius.
Rufius.
Watch your step. Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. And I've been roaming a long time now.
So he's from the Middle
Joined
East.
the legions, the sixth, one they call Ironclads. Same way as everyone else,
That's not very helpful, Rufius.
because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm.
Okay, so Rufius is not happy here.
Going to have to improvise now. If you were dealing with what I am,
Well, what are you dealing with, Rufius? Tell me.
none of your business. And try to hit some coming through.
Well, that's
If
fucking
you have to.
great.
Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even
Need to find
protect
Meliodas.
his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us?
Fair point.
Fine. I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends
It
on
is
the
a-
common sense of other people.
Horribly binding thing. I'm enjoying these.
Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong.
I'm enjoying the writing
They're
in this game
one
quite a
bad
bit.
decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is.
So
And
we
when it
found
hits,
Rufius
it's
the Doomsday
everyone
Prepper.
for themselves. You've been warned. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these
So he
statues
thinks
are
all the
watching
statues are going
us
to come
when
alive
we're
and
not
kill us
looking?
all.
Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
I don't like them all being here either.
Of course I am. If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation?
No, I guess not, but
Whatever.
whatever. A nice photo. Yeah, that's the point. Where's... Okay, so he's pissing off somewhere. Let's see what's up here. We need to go to the forum. Take a bow. So this is Nivea. Nivea's locked herself into the palace. The Hashashin, the assassin's bow. Okay, we've got a lot of quests then. It'd be very funny if the gold statues do come to life and they're just pissed at me for tipping them all over. What's over this? Is this the cave behind the theatre? Oh, there's a golden statue of someone. The fact they're all on plinths is a bit... Is someone putting them on there before they... Oh, hi Sisyphus. That can't be accidental. It's saving. I don't know if it just auto saves every so often or it's because we're specifically at this place. Let's have a look around and see what this sort of temple is. Can we zip line down these wires? feel like we might be able to later in time. Hi!
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia.
Salve, Octavia.
Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
You seem nicer.
That's good, in a sense. If you're not on edge, you've not been paying attention. But on the bright side, once you've been here a few months, well, it's slightly less terrifying anyway. We've all been where you are now.
Tell me about when you first arrived, Octavia.
I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what
Their faces kind of remind me
I still
of
don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid.
L.A. Noire,
I don't
like
think
with that
anybody
sort of
does.
weird,
But I'm happy to share with you what
over
I've learned.
exaggerated. Is it rude to ask so you're a Christian?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man
Is
from
the
a prominent
Tiber?
family.
Is that in
But
Italy?
long hours
Oh,
of menial
Rome.
labour for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
God.
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber,
Rivers.
hoping to escape on a barge.
We're dead.
We were among
We're
the
all dead.
fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard.
We all
The
rocked
last
off.
thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me. Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue. If you like. Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year.
Is this
and
Nero
our emperor decided to
era?
make us his scapegoats. There were executions.
Is it Nero?
It was horrible.
The era that we're in?
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I'd like to think not.
You don't think that's a little naive?
I hope not.
I suppose you've never seen what I've seen.
Well,
innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look
I
on
too
and
have seen the TV
cheer.
show Gladiators.
I wish I shared your faith. I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumours, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look
Not
into
wealthy,
it,
but I could
suppose.
steal a buttload
If
of money.
that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate. I hope it works out. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And
She seems
if you
nice.
ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
Is this what?
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all
This
in
is
this
a
together,
fun thing to
Ulpius.
watch.
Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know
Okay,
what to
we
do.
have to stop
I've
him
never
from
had to
unloading
deal with
stuff.
this sort of thing. Please, you
I've
need
played
to
Life
talk
is
to him.
Strange. I worked that out. I mean,
Thank you.
I guess
Please,
suicide is a
choose your
sin
words
in
carefully.
Christianity, so she would think.
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire. You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward.
I'm just gonna answer with what I
intend to go
actually
through with
think
it.
and see.
Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis for the rest of my life.
Culus Cumulatis.
What do I have to live for? You're just saying that to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are. Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ulpius, no! I can't
Okay.
believe he went through with it.
That didn't end.
Oh Lord. That poor lamb. Well, I suppose it means
Yeah,
suicide
we've
isn't
just
a
learned
sin
something
under
quite
Golden
important.
Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
It isn't mine, they aren't Roman.
I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Yeah. Well, that's rough. But can't get in there. Ah. So we do full damage as a thing now. Is this the cave behind the theatre? Oh. I can climb up it. This is not a tough rock face to climb. I'm injured though, which is not ideal. Let's just keep exploring then and see what we can find. Why is the... Am I healing? Is that what's happening in the bottom corner? Or am I going to die when that reaches... Okay, I was healing. Oh, don't want to be in photo mode. But I guess I got a Chivo for it, so it's fine. Oh, if I could go down, I could get a sword. Or something. We need a weapon. Well, apparently we're going to get a bow, so... Okay, can't go out that way. That one's out for some reason. So let's go to the forum then. Is this about the way we first came in? Oh my god, it's like... We found the goose and the goose is very good. Hello, goat. What happens if I take the... Goose isn't attacking me, so... I guess we're fine. I was worried that the goose was about to start killing me. So that's where all the weapons are, down there. I don't think we're going to get them back realistically. I thought I saw a little kitty cat. Was this the way to find the woman? Oh, is this the cave that they talked about? Oh shit. This place is really quite big, isn't it? May as well take the wine. So I've got some money now, which could be useful. Don't know if I keep stuff like money between loops. This is a lot of people. Oh, well, that's not sinister at all. Wait, is that the little sound we're hearing? The statue's eyes opening when is there not a way for me to climb the vines? I guess maybe we need something we haven't got yet. Yeah, I think that the statues are watching us. That's something we know for certain. This place is called Accursed. Here Titios offers up his innards to be torn, stretched out over 9 fields. You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you. You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. Ixion turns and follows after himself and flees, and the 49 Belides who dare to plot the destruction of their cousins, their husbands, fetch again with incessant labour the water that they have lost. Bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bones. So this is the stuff that the woman was saying, apparently. The harps. Those things everywhere look to me like harps. Is this Apollo, or whatever his Roman name was, doing something? Yeah, we can... I'm pretty sure that sound is the bloody statues opening up and closing their eyes, which is creepy. Oh, now tears run through the city. Who is... Who is that person in Greek mythology who, like, got turned into a mountain? This is just gonna be like a stream that reminds me how much I used to know about Greek mythology but don't anymore. This is a whole, like, another forgotten city within the forgotten city. It's good loot though. Holy shit, what's this? This guy is not in a good way. It is so pretty though. Oh, theatre. So it was first left, second right, I think. Or first go right then left. Right. Then left. Alright then. Someone in there. Howdy. Yeah, this is Christian. So this is that little Christian shrine we found. I'm not stealing the bread. It's a very fish-based version of Christianity. So she's the other... Wait, that could also be the last that's run away. I doubt it, but it could be. We'll come back into these catacombs later. I think for now we should probably get back to exploring the city proper. So one thing I'm not sure... Yeah. Yeah, we figured that we're being watched and listened to. Yeah, so one thing we need to figure out still is... Let's put my torch away, it's a bit sus. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Juratas the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for this city, for our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion. He deserves our admiration, but here I must depart from the custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. Who among us has not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the Golden Rule? All of us must accept we are capable of error, whether from momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. Yet, the great threat, the sword of Damocles that we live under, I believe is merely deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing the counter-arguments. First, it may be argued that the inscription stating, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one," is evidence that the Golden Rule is very real. But this is logically unsound. For we cannot assume the writer knew any more than we did. That this message was inscribed does not make it any more true than if I were to inscribe Juratas the Younger as a god. Second, it may be argued that the statues in this place are evidence that the Golden Rule is real. You need not remind me of that. It was I who discovered them all around the city. It was I who collected them, placed them in a handcart, and placed them in the niches in which they sit today. I will not soon forget them. And yes, I refuse to leap to that Who just said Salve to me? Oh, it's the boy. Let's go back to... I refuse to leap to a conclusion that they were once real people. There's simply no evidence to support that conclusion. When we read the story of Venus bringing Pygmalion sculpture Galatia to life, we do not believe that this is true. Why should we take a different view here? But ultimately, these arguments are just that. After years of living in fear, there is only one way for me to prove that the Golden Rule is falsehood, and that is through action. Friends, I apologize for this in advance, but one day you will see this moment as a turning point in our city's history. Let's see, once and for all, if the Golden Rule is real, I strike one of you with my fist. And then presumably this happened and they all got turned into statues. So that went poorly for these people, we now know. So we can assume the Golden Rule is real. I think that's something that there's no doubt about. Okay, so she's not here anymore. Was the pub around here? You're blocking my way in from this door. Okay. I think we can pretty safely assume that the Golden Rule is real. Hello, Livia.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
Are we dead?
There is only a downward path. gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
See?
The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment.
Are we in hell?
You think you wish to know.
I wish to know,
But you
Olivia.
do
Olivia.
not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's
Olivia.
box must stay
Olivia,
closed.
please.
I'll say no more.
Please say more.
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
I guess we are.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like the deer over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Oh yeah, characters used to be purple. The only way out is, and then they would turn to gold. Theodolphus had an orgy with 4 girls here and disappointed all of them equally. This seems jokey, but this is genuinely what a lot of ancient graffiti is like. Like, we assume for some reason ancient people were like smarter than us or like more refined, but no, they were equally fucking horny and dumb as we are. We're back here again. Yeah, we're back here again. Right, I think we should go... Oh yeah, that's a bit where we can't climb because the vines weren't there. There's climb. Oh god, how do we get back to the pub? This way? May the gods be kind of... Oh. We have arrows and a second bottle of wine. We just need a bow now. Then we're sorted. Right. I think we go talk to some more people in town. Will they get creeped out if they see my torch? Will they get confused? And the fact that I brought the torch with me is a sign that sort of... You can clearly bring things in here from the outside world. Hello, you're new.
Salve, stranger, and
Salve,
welcome to our
stranger.
little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius.
Hi.
Terrible shame what happened to Julia.
What
but we
happened to
just have
Julia,
carry on, don't we?
Dacius?
You mean how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Yeah, I want to know though.
Alright. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a
Why does he
magnificent price
sound
in
like John?
Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But To my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done. The girl? Weren't you listening? All my valuables.
She's
or the
a
girl.
human, fuck.
I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the harbour.
Fuck you.
No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That
What
was
a
a
dick.
bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something because everything went black.
Okay, so
when I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
I also had a single silver coin.
Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune.
Yeah.
Because this
So
place is a veritable
we have the
treasure
connections
trove.
of rivers,
Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the
Nero's
treasury of
fire.
Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here. Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his
No
daughter
hate.
safe. What hope does he have of protecting us? Certainly. I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern.
Okay,
claims
yeah.
to know of a way
Everyone,
out, but
everyone's saying Aurelia knows the way out, but
some people here are a little shady for my liking.
they're a little shady. Really, I hadn't
Oh,
noticed.
Yeah. Gotta watch out. Old Dacius has got your back, though. It's terrible for inflation, is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen
I'm
to
not
find one,
giving you a
bring
bow.
it to me and we'll talk. Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet. Thank you, friend. Very well. Another time.
I'm not giving him a bow. If I find a bow, it's my bow. That cunt is not getting my bow. Anyone in here? Buying a seat on the Senate. I guess not much has changed. His chest is locked. Unlike... So his chest is the first one we found that's locked. There's someone in there. So Julius has been accused of something. Hello.
Ave again. Did you find what you need? And did you notice anything? A pattern?
Coin. No, I've noticed patterns.
then, keep asking people how they
Let
found
me
their
type.
way.
I know.
I
I've
don't want us to
noticed
rush to any
patterns.
conclusions yet. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind, and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the
And
others
who's
first.
Livia?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and
We haven't met.
Malleolus,
We
the
haven't met
challenger.
Malleolus yet.
Why do you ask? All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running.
Okay,
of
so you
course.
can't vote if you're running. That's interesting.
That's just the way it's always been, I'm afraid. It never sat right
Aki-
with me
Akisha,
either. There are
it's
some
wrong.
women who can vote. Vestal priestesses like myself.
So you're not
But
to
in
vote,
this
but-
case, given my role overseeing the election, I've decided to abstain. I can't allow the perception that I'm being anything but fair and independent. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the
Yeah, but
outcome of an
still.
election. You can, assuming they're eligible and willing
So-
to accept the nomination. As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk, but I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason. Yes, I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here is additional conflict. Very well, I'll get things
This might be the
started
thing
right
that
away.
destroys.
Hello?
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 My name's Dooley.
Hello, Dooley.
I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up. I don't know. I don't remember things so good.
Oh.
I think it's just because I was looking for treasure. Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking. They said I did it more than once. But I can't remember things
Like,
so good.
surely,
Then they
if he was
called me
a
names.
criminal, they'd all be dead and gold.
They called me a liar, Billy. Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter.
This
But
is cruel.
I'm not good with words.
I don't think Dooley's
Do
doing
you?
anything wrong.
You think you could read it for me?
Master Sentius Azulius, I'm writing you in relation to your encourage with antisocial behavior, writing for your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I'm sympathetic to your plight and passing with Guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek to pick does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, it seems we have on several occasions caught you trespassing, including around the systems which should be off limit to all citizens. I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to the community and must have your freedom limited lest you break the golden rule. So may I hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you were incarcerated should you experience further lapse in memory.
What does it say?
What is your treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius. And Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady. Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But
yeah, we'll break
maybe
you out.
You could help me get out of here.
I'll break you out.
I would trust you a lot. Galerius already tried.
Okay. The magistrate
Said
won't
the
listen.
magistrate wouldn't listen,
Prison break time.
no matter what. What about the rules? I don't want everyone to get in trouble because I was bad. Like Galerius.
we're
He's
playing
nice.
politics.
I like Galerius. He made me a doll. And
I've
everything.
pissed off Galerius is the one problem.
If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high.
Is this the bow by
Very
any
precious.
chance?
Bye-bye.
Sentius? Is there another person locked up here? I heard Sentius yelling.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You doom us all.
Lies. It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this
Okay,
all along.
so this is what
Shut
fucks
up, all
everyone
of
up.
you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay. Hey, hi. Wait, where did the magistrate go? Oh, fuck. This way. Ah. Okay. So, we know what the problem is.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind
Hello,
telling me
Galerius.
who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? I don't think so. I've
There we have.
never seen you before in my life. Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you. Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made.
Ooh.
Worked real hard on it.
What is... Thank you.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake.
Nice. I was wondering when we get something
courage
like this.
to test it myself. But don't worry, it's
I don't
completely safe.
Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to beat this game in one
All right.
stream.
See you around.
But I'll probably do this one more loop and then call it here because I'm pretty tired and this is a fun little bonus stream.
Fortune smile on you, sister.
Just
Hello,
as the
Vivian.
ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But
there any-
it does not notice the crowds
Is there any new
that
dialogue
come.
we get now? No.
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Indeed.
Cerberus lifts his dribble head
You working?
and lets out his threefold.
When is Aurelian not
braying.
busy?
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They
The
follow
many
their
source
traits,
that's as many source of
imitating
the one.
their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
Oh wait, what's my inventory looking like? Oh, I have all my shit. Cool.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
So we need to convince to run in the election. We've got a lot of shit we need to do. Where does Malleolus live? Is the question. Also, stopping the suicide could be useful.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you? What is
Are
it,
they?
citizen? Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius. Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator. So
I
people
mean,
fear and respect
I can
him.
tell Sentius I know who does the
Sentius
crime.
knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm.
Yeah.
But I try not to worry about things I can't change. I appreciate the thought. But you're new here.
I know how I
just can't see how
I
you
think
could
I can do a lot
make
of
an
meddling,
impact in the time
Horatius.
between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings.
I like that he's not pissed at me again now. Oh, I don't know if we ever got a story.
Of the First Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughter, I should say, and the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals. I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl. And pick up a little pendant.
And there was a fire.
That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum Futurchill tried to take advantage of the chaos and pinch my pendant.
It'd be nice if, because I was an archaeologist, it gave me translations of the Latin.
And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
Yeah.
Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens
They
the
mention
mind.
a river.
As labor does the body.
Let's see if other people mention the single coin, because we woke up with a single denarius.
I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
There we go. So we want to convince our boy Galerius to run for the election. Am I on this now? No. Okay, so as we meet people. Yeah, Malleolus, very not to be trusted. Navia, we need to get into her palace. Rufus, we should probably have a chat to. Vulpus?
Of course.
So then if it's reset,
right.
if when time resets, let's talk
Hey
this
Horatius, how's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone...
Let's go have a chat to what's the fuck as well.
Whatever he... Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians
Stop calling me a
here.
fucking barbarian.
What do you want? Oh, you heard about her disappearance, I take it. Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door thought he could win over a magistrate's daughter. That's awfully bold of him. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret.
Yeah, we need to...
Quick, go and find him and ask him what he knows. Oh, I see. Well, it was worth a try.
I haven't talked to him
suppose.
properly.
Just promise me you won't give up on her. Thank you.
Okay, let's go say to the magistrate that we know exactly.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am.
Can I skip
May
through
I
dialogue?
know your name?
Let me from we've had this conversation.
Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here. I
Yes.
must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we
Yep.
failed. And you
Thank
had to
you,
start over.
Magistrate.
Is that about right? If so, what happened? Ah, I see.
But we know how it happened.
It's unfortunate, but all that matters now.
I know
is
who
that you
breaks the
make use of
rules,
what you've
Sentius.
learned and gathered, and do
Sentius.
better
Sentius, I
next
know who
time.
breaks the rule.
Now, I assume you've sought me out again for a reason.
Yeah.
Of course. What is it? Are you sure you've spent enough time investigating to make that call? It seems to me you've barely had enough time to scratch the surface. It looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to
But I fucking saw it.
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the
Oh,
cavalry
sorry, I
of
can't stop
Imperial
yawning.
Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians. My men and I were at the Emporium in
Everyone
Rome
fucking
as
Rome.
honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward
Next
the
time
river
it says
from
saving, I
streets
may
and alleyways
call
in
it
every
here because
direction.
I'm
They were trying to
losing my
escape
focus.
a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic,
Yep, and
and
you got eaten
I
into the
remember
river.
it, losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went
Stranger.
looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest. I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my
And now you're gonna lose
constituents.
and fuck over everything.
Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead. It's a cavalry officer. I had
But the
30 men
Romans
under my
hate
command.
cavalry.
This was my uniform. As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Very well. You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking
know that.
around in places he should not have been. Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 Tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born.
He's not wrong.
Owing
That's
to
one of.
his deformities.
I've been working on a
Here
blog
we
post
see to
about
it that he
eugenics
has
for
food,
ages,
water, and shelter, and
Rome
most importantly,
was
he is able to
one of the
continue
first
living.
places to have sort of
A privilege
eugenics
that would
enshrined
be taken
in its
away from
law.
all of us,
Although
were he
obviously
to be
didn't know what it
released
was.
and commit the crime of trespass. The man has
But
no
if he's done it, then it's not a
poor
fucking
comprehension of
crime,
what
is it,
going on around him,
Sentius?
and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go
I
free.
think his bow though.
Was there something else? Thank you. I'll be waiting here for
If
news.
it says saving here, then I'll. Okay, I guess we need to go until it says saving again. I thought I had searched into this room, Sentia's room. Okay. Yeah, we didn't find anything, did we? Oh wait, oh shit. I guess we did find. Sentilla to Sentius and Sentia. May Clementia give you the strength to forgive me. I'm sorry to have to leave you this way, but I found a way to escape and must take it. I hope we meet again someday. Cynthia.
Oh, don't mind me. I just live. Oh, look, you're back. How lucky for me.
Fuck you. I hate Cynthia so much.
Oh, you
heard
about her disappearance,
Oh,
I take it.
Cynthia.
What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw
Top to bottom.
I wonder how I could have missed it.
They've done a good job of giving her a posh
Strange,
twat
but
voice.
well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Centilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own.
No, but Yulia hasn't
And
seen
yet,
in a while, has she?
Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives
Let's
in the
go
villa
find
next
Yulia
door.
then. Bonk.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
I am Horatius. Is the Whisper Scintilla? So this is Octavia. And Equita. Can I read the note? No. Okay, so this isn't where Scintilla lives then. Or Yulia even. So if that's a villa... There's one up here? No. This one here. Where is this? Okay, this isn't massively helpful, I'll be honest. Well, that I could fuck her up, but I don't think I can. Unless we go in via the man. Are they? No. That's not helpful. Okay, I thought we might, but I guess not.
Citizen.
Citizen. Wait, so... If we check the citizen register... Yulia... Villa Middle, which is the one that's... It's Malleolus's villa. Okay.
Ave,
Ave, Creature, I've got some...
a new face. Ave, and may Vesta
I'm
watch
stuck in a
over you.
time loop.
Quadia, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but
Because we've had this conversation. Okay.
Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed?
I'm glad we don't have to...
Yes, I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
Coin.
There are definitely some
Coin,
there.
Creature.
But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't
Coin.
want us to rush to any conclusions.
Stranger, coin, temple, fire.
On my mind, and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first. Come back to me
Saving.
once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbours.
Okay, it's just saved, so we'll call it here, I think. So, it's been a fun little stream. We could play a cheeky bit of GeoGuessr to finish off. Bonk. Oh, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Don't know why I'm so tired. Anyway. Yeah, this has been the Forgotten City, I guess. Should I make myself big? Yeah. This has been the Forgotten City. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I might continue on with this one later in the week. I don't have anything much to do, so I might tomorrow night play some more. We'll see how I'm feeling. If you've enjoyed this, I've been uploading all my VODs to a YouTube channel, which should be linked in my Twitch description. If it's not, I'll add that. Yeah, if I'm not back on tomorrow, I'm gonna be shiny hunting some Bidoofs in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond on Sunday. And then yeah, from next week I should be trying to get into a sort of twice a week schedule, because I'll have uni work and shit to do. But until then, yeah, I might just do a bunch of streaming. Maybe we'll. I don't know how long the Forgotten City is. If it's not too long, we might. I might sort of come on tomorrow evening and see if we can finish it up. But for now, I'm hungry and tired, and I've got to finish off my end of the year favorite films blog posts that I haven't done yet. Yeah. I think that's everything I need to mention. Twitter. I have a Twitter. If you don't follow me on here, I tweet when I'm about to stream. Blog. I've mentioned a blog. All of this is linked places. Yeah. Oh, cool. I'll go back to the stream is over thingy, which is this one. And boy, again.